Hey everyone, and welcome to today's sales meeting. I'm Andrew Cady, sitting in for Anthony Casa, who is traveling this week. I want to start off and talk about the next 4 months. Really, it's even a little bit less than 4 months since we're already into September. This is seed planting season. It's seed planting season, and it's an opportunity for us to remain top of mind for everyone out there going into 2024. In my opinion, the next 1, 2, 3, 4 months of our business in 2023 is going to be the most important months we have for 2024. When seed planting, this is a daily activity. You think about it, just go to the root sense of being a farmer. If you plant seeds and you turn around every 5 minutes to check and see if your seeds are growing, guess what you're doing when you turn around? You stop planting seeds. For the next 4 months, I would challenge everyone on the team to get out and daily plant seeds. Don't take time to turn around and see what's been cultivated, to look and see if it's growing yet or not. Every day, take the opportunity to plant some seeds because what we're walking into is a really, really tough market that those who are consistent and disciplined are going to be the ones that win. It's time to keep our foot on the gas pedal. And really, I want to talk about negativity. I've spoken with so many loan originators recently, and negativity seems to be the prevailing thing out there right now. And negativity should have no place in our business. The moment we begin to let negativity in on a business side, even on a personal side in life, it's the beginning of the end. The negative mindset comes in and it consumes. Society today is way more apt to lean more towards negativity over positivity. So, what does that mean? Well, it means that people are seeing this. Real estate agents, your partners, they're looking at an industry that overall has gotten very, very negative. There's a lot of just poor attitudes out there. I spoke with Loan Originator this week, and it was actually just sad to see the negativity that continually poured out. If you can be the positive light during this time, you're going to be a beacon. You're going to be like that lighthouse in the storm. And what are you going to do? You're going to attract people to look at you and wonder what's different about the UMortgage team? What's different about this team? What's different about this originator? Because positivity will attract positive people. And those are the people you want to work with. Your crowd is what you attract. I posted it on Facebook not that long ago. If the majority of the people around you are negative, there's a chance that you are as well. So evaluate your crowd, evaluate what you're surrounding yourself with, and align yourself with positivity. The market is ripe right now for extreme growth. We've seen the number of licensed loan originators go from 179,000 licensed originators in 2021 to just about 100,000 originators at the end of the second quarter of 2023. That is almost an 80,000 decrease in loan originators. What does that mean? Well, before I go there, the expectations are by the end of the year, we will drop another 20,000 loan originators. What does that mean? Well, if we're looking at about 60 or 65% less business in the market, but there's going to be 50% less competitors to work with, it means that there should be a fair share of the business out there and available for you to go and get. It's time to be top of mind. It's time to continually plant those seeds so that when someone thinks mortgage, you're the first thought that comes to mind. You may not be their preferred lender at this current moment, but things change, situations happen. Maybe the negativity that their current preferred lender is putting out just finally gets to be too much. If you're top of mind, you'll win. And we know in this market, winners are going to win. They're going to dominate. We're still seeing loan originators put up 5, 6, 7 locks in a week. That's unheard of in this market. And kudos to you if you're putting big numbers up because that's not an easy feat right now. That is a work that's being done on the back end. And that is a reaping of a crop that's been sowed for many, many months in advance. Here's the reality. 6 months from today, you're either going to wake up and wish you had started today, or you're going to wake up with 6 months of results. You're going to wake up with 6 months of excuses or 6 months of results. And you have to ask yourself the question, what's it going to be? Am I going to spend the next 6 months of my life wishing I had started 6 months ago? Or is it time to get out there and plant seeds. What are we talking about? Planting seeds. This is about getting out in the business, not sitting in our desks, not sitting in our office, hoping and dreaming that our phone is going to ring, but it's actually getting out and meeting people face to face. Go back to where you started in the business. I remember when I got into this business, I was so passionate about mortgages. I went and had a metal sign printed that I set on the table in front of me. And I didn't work in the office. I worked at Starbucks, and it said, "I'm a mortgage advisor. Ask me questions." Did it garner me a lot of business? No, but it garnered me a lot of attention. And a lot of things that I would do seemed silly at the time. Every time I filled up with gas at the gas pump, I would leave my business card in the credit card slot. So the next person that pulled in had to pull my business card out. Silly little tactic. But it's time to get back to the aggressive marketing, the aggressive getting out. Stop sitting behind your desk waiting for your phone to ring, because if you're not planting seeds, no crops will grow. So go out there, meet people face to face, get involved in your community, get involved in local BNIs, local chapters of your chamber of commerce. Be involved, be visible, and that's what will garner business for the future. I'm going to pass it off to Matt Gougé, and I'll be back with you.
Good morning, Matt Gougé, Matt the mortgage guy out in California. Excited to be on the sales meeting today talking about Home Zero and how we're using this and other great programs like it to help add value to our real estate agent partners. We went live with this program. We sent out something to all of our borrowers, all of our real estate agent partners. I got a great response from real estate agents because in this type of market, we want to be able to offer different options to consumers. They might have great credit, great income. They just need help with the down payment. Home Zero will fill that void. And at UMortgage, if you're a UMortgage loan originator, make sure you're plugged in to my UMortgage. You've got access to so many different marketing materials. And if you log in, I've got it pulled up right now, monthly marketing calendar, Loan Originator marketing community, CapCut tutorials, Canva tutorials, then endless supply of great marketing material on Home Zero and all other programs. In this market, being a partner to a real estate agent, helping them go out there and connect with buyers who are looking to own a home. They're looking to get into something. Each one is going to need different products. They're going to need different things. So having the access to all of that is a great asset here at UMortgage. Call to action. If you're not in my UMortgage, if you're not using all these great resources, please do yourself a favor this week. Log in. Once you're in there and you see all the great stuff there is to access, trust me, you're going to want to access it. You're going to want to share it with real estate agent partners. If you're not part of UMortgage and you're a trusted partner of ours, ask the loan originator you're connected with at UMortgage to get in there, pull out some co-branded flyers, have you out in the community talking to your community about things that can serve them. Hope this helps you. If you're a loan originator, again, my UMortgage, log in there. There's great stuff. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, Sam Abazari here from Chicago. It's great to see you all here again. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Christopher and Tyler for creating the Level Up web app. It's been fantastic rollout. If you haven't seen it yet, reach out to us. We'll send you the link, but you've done it in your Level Up coaching groups. We have a lot more to build out to help you and help your business to visually see your progress and how you're doing and how much more you need to go. So stay tuned for that. But today I really want to talk about status updates and generally staying in communication with our referral partners, specifically our realtor partners. In an ideal business, you should be talking to your realtors every week. Now, what do you talk about is a big question. Like every time I tell my loan officers, even the coaches in Level Up, call your realtors every week. They're like, what do I talk about? What's there to say? Think of yourself as an account executive for your realtors. There's 4 reasons to call them, and you should keep your conversations ideally not too long as they want it, but talk about, there's 4 points to talk about, and usually pick 1, maximum 2 things to talk about, so it's always direct to the point and they get value out of it without feeling overwhelmed. First one is give them an update on any transactions going on. So if you have a deal going on right now, together, give updates on that. Tell them how the client is feeling, how the loan progress is going, and if you're on pace or if you need anything from them. They will be forever grateful for those weekly updates. Now, let's say you don't have any transactions going on together, but you have a lot of mutual clients, like pre-approved clients and leads, and you want to update them on them. as you should. So give them, if you talk to your pre-approved clients and you sense a shift on the pre-approved clients' mindset about purchase, if they're saying, I'm going to wait a bit longer, I just don't think interest rates make sense. These are information that the realtor should know about. You guys are a team. So as soon as you hear things like that, update the realtor, come up with a plan to approach your borrower or your client to make sure they feel good and they're ready, if they're ready to buy right now or in future, so you can stay in front of them. Or your leads. If they give you leads and referrals, you're responsible for converting that referral into a pre-approved client and giving him an update to the realtor so the realtor can take him out. So you should tell them every time they give you a lead, if you've talked to the lead, what's been the result of it, what's next, and when they can expect to hear from you again on that client. That's just great communication. You can call them weekly to update them. And the crazy thing is, the more you give them updates, the more clients they send you, because nobody else is doing it. It's an easy way to stay in front of your clients and get your activity points. Now, let's say you don't have any pre-approved clients, you don't have a transaction going on, and you don't have any referrals. What do you talk about then? You can talk about your market. You can talk about products. You can talk about interest rates. You can talk about anything as long as it's going to help them, your realtor partner, and their business and how they can make more money. Just put it in their own perspective. As an example, we have the 0% down payment program. That's a fantastic reason. You should be screaming from the rooftops about that program. You should call all your realtors and tell them about it and how they can use it to get more clients. A sample call would go, hey, we have this 0% down payment. The best way to use it is to go back through all your past leads, people who just didn't have enough money to get pre-approved. If they have a job, we can pretty much put them in a home right now. By the way, if you want to generate some new leads for it, I have some marketing material I can send you so you can post it on social media. Hopefully it generates a few leads for you. That's you caring about their paycheck, about their business. They're going to be forever grateful for that. And sometimes just invite them out to something. You can invite them out for breakfast, coffee, lunch, drinks, double dates, whatever you want. Inviting them out is another great reason to call. So now you have 4 great reasons to call your realtors every week, to stay in front of them, to deepen the relationship and bring value to them in a way they truly appreciate. Thank you all. See you next time.
Hey everybody, it is Nate Jomaa from the Epic Mortgage team. And one of the things that we do at UMortgage is the Weekend Warrior. We get out on the weekend and we try to visit as many open houses as we can and build and flourish and nourish the relationships that we already have. So people ask a lot of questions about what do we do, how do we go about it, and how do we structure it. So I'm going to give you just a couple of bullet points that you can use when you get out this weekend or next weekend to do your open houses. So the first question that I get asked a lot is, how do we find the open houses? So that's really something that's pretty easy to do. You get on Zillow and you can use the filters to be able to look at places that have open houses. You get on there, you find the ones that you want to go to, and then you try to map it out. So how do you map it out? Well, that's another thing that's pretty easy. You can find a clear path. From my house, I'll try to go either east or west, north or south, and then I make sure that I loop back around to my house. So what you can do is actually draw a little bit of a line around a certain area or a certain neighborhood that you want to go to, and it'll pull those front and center for you. So doing that, you're able to kind of map out where you want to go. When you get to the open house, you don't have to have a ton of stuff with you. As a matter of fact, you can walk in empty-handed if you'd like to. If you want to have something with you, we've got our real estate cheat sheet that I'm sure you've heard about. You can bring one of those with you. Or you can bring a little goodie bag, if you will. So in the goodie bag that we use at the Epic Mortgage team, we like to put some fun stuff in there. We like to put maybe a bottle of Fireball, for the real estate agent, if they've just had like a rough open house, something fun for them to look forward to toward the end. Maybe a roll of toilet paper, because you can never be too careful when you're in an open house. Make sure you've got everything you need. And then maybe a 5-hour energy if it's just been one of those type of days or one of those weekends. So just make it fun. And when you meet with the agents, we always try to disarm them right away. We say, look, we are not here to look at the house. I'm Nate Jomaa with the Epic Mortgage team, and I wanted to come in and meet you because I love to get out and meet new agents and see what's going on. And some of the questions that we ask them are about the open house. How has everything been? Do you like doing open houses? How often do you do an open house? Just try to get them talking. the best thing that you can do to help real estate agents is find ways to connect with them on their level. A lot of real estate agents just want to talk about what's going on in the market. They want to talk about their business. And when you go into an open house and you just start throwing loan programs at them and flyers, that's not particularly interesting to them. And it lets them kind of put a wall up. So you just want to have a natural conversation and let that conversation flow. Ask the real estate agents what they like about doing open houses. Ask them some of the things that they dislike about doing open houses, and find ways to meet them there and have a conversation. Be relational, not transactional. How often do we talk about that? Relationships, not transactions. It's the same thing when you go to an open house. So get out there this weekend, plan your open house, visit open houses. And if you have any questions about how you can be successful with your open houses, feel free to reach out to me.
Hey guys, Christina Escobar with the Palm Beach branch. Just wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys about a couple things that I do that might work for some of you. So the way that I build really strong relationships with my realtor partners is I actually choose to do business with real estate partners that I have a lot of things in common with. So I'm not much of a small talker, and surface level conversations don't really appeal to me. I truly believe that connection is one of the largest driving factors for why someone might send their business to one loan officer as compared to another. So I choose to align myself with people that I can actually develop friendships with. That means that I choose to look to cultivate my business from events, boards, groups, social interactions. For example, moms. Almost every agent that I work with is a badass mom, and they're killing it at home and killing it at work. And I really respect that because I live it. So I know how hard it is to try to excel in every arena all at once. And relationships like that are really going to turn into partnerships because we understand each other. And at a very basic level, we know each other because there's so many parallels to our everyday lives. I also feel like one of the best ways to provide value to your real estate partners is to subscribe to the just ask mentality. And so I really try to lean into that. My position is that if you ask someone what they want, they'll tell you, and it makes it a whole hell of a lot easier than just trying to guess what it is that they want. And so I have one partner that really loves the AVM instrument from UWM, another that needs a lot of open house support, and then another one that just wants to know that I'm going to be available for their clients on nights and weekends. And one size really doesn't fit all in this industry. So I find that active listening can just really be the best tool in your tool belt every time that you're trying to make sure that you're offering the most valuable thing to someone at any given moment. I also really like to do weekly blasts of market updates because that way you're getting in front of your real estate agents and your partners, and you're giving them information that they may not have been exposed to otherwise, and it provides them with knowledge as a whole, which might help them convert more leads and more deals and gets you more value to them also. And I would really say that for a call to action would be just to get involved in your local community or even an online community with like-minded people that share some commonalities or a significant trait with you. So if you're a golfer, or you like to can your own tomato sauce, or you really like to make your own sock puppets, people ultimately want to do business with people that they like and that they feel that they can trust. And if you have traits that they're familiar with, that's the first step.
We need to be out doing things in the business that others are not doing. That could be something as simple as, rather than having an initial phone call with a client, when you get that referral, schedule a Zoom or a Teams meeting with them. Instead of spending 5 minutes on the phone getting the basic information of what you need, spend 30 minutes on the phone and build rapport, or spend 30 minutes on a Zoom and really begin to build rapport with clients. When you're talking about communicating with real estate agents, are you sending emails? You're sending text messages. Those are great. But how about video communication that goes with it? Something that you can communicate effectively. Keep in mind, we've heard this before, that 93% of what you communicate is not communicated through words. It's communicated through your body language and the tonality of your voice. Text messages come off as tone deaf. You can text the exact same thing to two different people and have two different people take it two different ways. So Get out there and be different. Choose something different. What your competition is not doing is what you need to be doing. Have longer phone calls, have longer intro calls, Zoom. Do things that are just outside of the ordinary, because there's just very, very little difference between ordinary and extraordinary. It's just the word extra. That's all it is. We have to go a little bit extra in this market to set ourselves apart. I want to talk lastly about our Weekend Warrior Challenge. And this is something I am so passionate about, because when I got into the mortgage industry, I built my business through open houses. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I went to over 700 open houses in a 6-month window. That's a lot of open houses in the weekend. This weekend, we're putting a massive push out for our Weekend Warrior Challenge. This is challenging our loan originators to get out during football season and to get out into their markets. Go visit open houses, meet face-to-face with real estate agents. But besides just meeting face-to-face with real estate agents, get a better understanding of their market. Get an understanding of what properties are available, maybe in their neighborhood or in a neighboring neighborhood. Get out. Let's go to open houses. Let's build relationships. One of my favorite things that I love to tell real estate agents when I bump into them at open houses, I love to walk in and say, guys, there's lenders all day long that tell you they work their weekends, but you and I both know they rarely answer their phone. My team and I are not only working our weekends, but we like to show up to your open houses to prove to you that this isn't just words we say. We are out in our market. We work when you work. If your clients need help on the weekends, that's what we're there for. Get out and get into the business. I know as a loan originator, it can be uncomfortable if you've never done it before to step into that first open house. But I promise you, it's a lot less daunting than you think it is. Go in, have a conversation, take a business card, make a great connection, move on. Once you get 3 or 4 under your belt, you're a pro at it. And it just seems to be a rinse and repeat of the same thing at every open house. And you walk away feeling so confident, so built up that you made so many connections. Rather than sitting on the couch, drinking a beer and watching football, you did something that actually built the future of your business. I appreciate your time today, guys. Go out and crush it this weekend. And we look forward to connecting with you soon.